He'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's right on target. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Colorado!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for the offense. He's going to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Convoy.
To the air, it's Green. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Bucks! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On the move, he fires. He's got it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to throw, it's Green. He's got an open man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They're trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Colorado 14, Arkansas 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Handoff to the lone back. Trucks through the defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the run, it's Jackson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it to the right. On the move is the 30. The expressway is wide open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. He'll take it himself. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Sanders. Got out of trouble and throws. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The offense set for a first down play. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Colorado.
First down here for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The DBs will back off a bit.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wide out in motion. Back to pass. It's Green. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Leaves it with the running back. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback will audible. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Just about set for the second half kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Defense not showing press coverage. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just buried it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 21, Arkansas 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now on second down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Motion from the offense. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He makes his way in for the two, and now they trail by only 6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Got his man on the right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A run for the quarterback. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right at the 50-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.